Said that prayer is the difference between your power and God's power. So if you can learn to pray, then you can tap the mercy of God. So whenever we begin any event, we always begin with a prayer like this. So, Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvan Militam Vena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So I'm going to share the video with you. You see, the Mashtami is a very special day. On this particular day, Lord Krishna appears in the jail of Kamsa to Devaki and Vasudeva. In Gita, you all must have heard a very famous verse. Let us see who can complete this verse. I will never be me. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Anybody knows this? Glanir bhavati bharata. Then, who said that? Abhyasthanam adharmasya. Yes, somebody else completed that now. Who is that? So first I said yada yada hi dharmasya. Who said glanir bhavati bharata? Raise a hand. Okay, she said it. Okay. And then abhyasthanam adharmasya. Who said? And then who said tadapanam sujamyaha? Who completed that last part? I heard someone say that. He said that. Okay. I'm going to give you 3 prizes to 3 apples. It's going to come now. This. Very good. So, Lord Krishna says in this verse, Yada ilahi dharmasya glani. Dharmasya glani means people become only materialistic. They forget the spirit. You see, we are a combination of spirit and matter. We are not just robots. We are like, our body is like a robot, but inside this body is seated a soul, or spirit, we call it spirit soul. Just like inside a car, there's a driver. But if somebody sees only the car and doesn't see the driver, then he put petrol in the car, but no food for the driver. And that is called materialism. Materialism actually means paying attention only to the body and neglecting the soul. Yeah. So, people who become materialistic are like people who are increasing their fever, 101, 102, 103 degree Fahrenheit. As the fever increases, we suffer more. So the world also suffers a lot when people become very demoniac. They hurt themselves and hurt others also. It's like a two-way tiger. So at that time, Lord says that I descend in this world and set right the situation, bringing it to spiritual material balance. So I'm going to show you 3 lessons today, 3 things we are going to learn. First one is no God, no peace. No God and no peace. I went to school the principal madam told me that we have 2,000 children today. Can you give a short 3-minute lecture? She said. 3 minutes, how can you give a lecture? I said, a short time. So I took a sheet and wrote these 2 sentences in the big bold letters. No God, no peace. No God and no peace. So although it's a short sentence, as you see, it conveys a lot. You see, when you look at the sun, there is no shadow in the sun. But if you turn away from the sun, you see the shadow. Similarly, in God, there is no defect. There is no any kind of flaw. But when the humanity turns away from God, all kinds of immorality, unethical behavior, everything comes. So, therefore, it is Janascha Krishnat Vimukascha Daivat. It is said that when you turn your face away from God, we invite bad qualities. When we go towards Him, or when we look at Him, all good qualities. So, therefore, when we talk about no God means, there are 2 types of people in this world, divine and demoniac. I will show that a little later. Those who are demonic mean people who exactly act against God's law. And those who are divine are those who align with His law and lead a happy life themselves and make others happy too. As it is said here, when you are sick, you go to your doctor. When your mind is sick, you go to your mandir. So therefore we call it as mandir. So we don't call it tandir. Man means the mind. So our mind feels calm when we go to the temple. That's all. Here you see Krishna and Arjuna in the battle of Kurukshetra. So as Krishna said, I come to set right the situation. There were 2 parties here. One was the Kauravas and the Pandavas. You all may be aware that who wanted the war? The Kauravas want the war or the Pandavas want the war? Kauravas wanted the war. Pandavas were ready to settle with 5 villages, you know that? They were happy with 5 villages and they were ready to forego the whole world for Kauravas. Still, Duryodhana was hell-bent on the war. He said that I want to wipe out the Pandavas and rule as an unrivaled king. So, in that battle you find, in the beginning you find Arjuna, he was under great stress because he didn't like the war between the 2 cousin brothers. So he said many things, he was under great stress. Similarly, you will find in our life also, many stressful situations come. You all are students. I think for you, the most stressful situation is examination tension, I think, isn't it? Now, the year is just beginning. Now you have no tension now. Towards examination, you feel tension. Similarly, for someone in a profession, when businessmen got the COVID coming, they were in great stress because some companies were underwent losses, business loss. When companies nosediving, it's a great stressful situation. In this way, everybody is put under subject to stress sometime or other. At that time, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna here, as you see here. And when Krishna shows the Vishwarupa Darshan, आपका ज्ञान, तेज, ऐश्वर्य से युक्त परमात्मा स्वरूप को प्रत्यक्ष देखना चाहता हूँ, जो अपने अविनाशी स्वरूप का दर्शन दीजिए मां, मेरे सारे संदेह नष्ट कर दीजिए, दर्शन दीजिए. But the time when Krishna shows all the Panchamahabhuta, earth, water, fire, air, ether, you will see that now. देखो बात. like that. Now you show the fire pepper, where to water fire and eat that. All the living beings are taking birth. So there are three forces: creation, maintenance, and annihilation. Now you saw the creation and annihilation. You saw. So Arjuna saw all the energy in one form called Vishwarupa. Although in the battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna showed this particular form to Arjuna, indicating his greatness. He says that he is the cause of everything, he is the best of everything, and he is the essence of everything. Three things he says. Just like the bulb, the essence of the bulb is to give light, the essence of the fan is to give wind. Like that, he says the essence of everything. But then, one amazing thing you will find in his personality, he, as you see here, he also counts as a small baby of Yashoda and Vrinda.
That's sick eating dog. No, don't swallow it. Spit it out. Oh, no. Our mothers will be angry that I let you eat dirt. It's not my fault.
What's not your fault?
If Krishna gets sick, I told him not to eat it.
Eat what?
Dirt.
Is this true? Did you eat dirt?
He's lying. Look at his mouth.
My dear little Krishna, can't you see how worried your brother is? Why have you eaten dirt? Are you sure he ate dirt, Balram?
Yes.
There is only one way to know for sure. Krishna, if you are telling the truth, then just open your mouth and I shall see. I must be dreaming.
Vishnu.
She saw something inside Krishna's mouth.
He ate dirt.
I saw the entire universe. The suns, the planets, oceans, mountains, all inside his mouth. I think I'm losing my mind. Oh.
No. Your mind is fine. Have you not realized yet that Krishna is special?
But
So people think of God as the greatest, the source of everything, but he becomes the smallest baby. This kind of contradiction may be very bewildering to some. You see, he performs activities like a child, as you see here, or he goes for herding the cows, and he's playing with covered boys and covered girls. But he also, at other times, shows superhuman behavior also, like he showed the Vishwamitra Darshan. Or in the forest, he once swallows the forest fire, or he kills many, many demons, including Kamsa. So the Janmashtami day is the day when he appears in this world as a small child, as you saw now. Please repeat this verse after me. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Bruvani Tirma Tirmama. You can read the translation. Is the mic is working? Is it on? So here the three choices, please come. Those three students who told the full verse, please come. Who are the ones? Yeah, please. That you also. So what's your name? Mega. Mega gets it right. I will give up answer. Kshitij. Your name? Nikhil. Give up answer. Now it's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sanjay said, wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Yeah. So he's all powerful, all beautiful, all famous, all rich, and all wealthy, and all knowledgeable, and all renounced. So in him resides all these qualities. So anyone who connects with them also gets his benefits. You will see the Pandavas were 5, Kauravas were 100. But you will see that the Pandavas won because they knew 1 plus infinity is infinity. They connected with Krishna, they accepted Krishna, not with Narayana Sena of 10,000 Narayana Sena that was taken by Duryodhana who lost the war. So you will see here the Vedic government versus modern government. You see, Vedic government was under spiritual guidance, just like Arjuna was under spiritual guidance. Yudhishthira Maharaj was under spiritual guidance. Parikshit Maharaj was under spiritual guidance. On the other hand, you find modern government is done like a dictatorship. Actually, each of this, whether it is capitalism, communism, dictatorship, all these different things, without any spiritual guidance, that leads to great suffering. See here, in the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, when God smiles, the nature smiles also. When people go against God's laws, then the world becomes a very troublesome place. You can see from the modern scientific perspective, the global warming, or the entropy increase, or the environmental degradation, or you find deforestation, or the pollution increase, air pollution, water pollution. All these things. Even the tsunami that happened many years ago, they say it's due to environmental disorder created by factories and everything. So you will see that as we go far away from God's laws and we exploit the nature as it is shown on the right side. So when laws are broken, then we will create a hell in this world. This is the verse in the Gita that Krishna says. All of us as living beings, we are above matter. Like this is matter. Table is matter. And I am superior to matter. Therefore, I have taken a tree and made it into a table. I can manipulate matter. But I am not, I am just above matter, but I am not above God. God is above matter and spirit. That is the point. Just like, for example, a citizen and a country, but above both there is a prime minister or a president. Above. In the same manner, Lord says that if you exploit the nature, then you suffer. See here? Vedic culture means actually dependent on God. Modern culture means it's gross domestic product, consumer culture. So in this way, the first aspect is about no God, no peace, no God, no peace, as I showed you. Like I showed you, the two videos I showed you, one of Vishrupa Darshan and one of Krishna showing the whole universe within his mouth. So here you find Vrindavan is Krishna-centered, Ayodhya is Ram-centered. On the right side you find when people engage in selfish endeavor, then the world suffers. So, of course, spiritually enlivened, spiritually barren. I am showing you two differences. Here the mind and senses are controlled, there the mind and senses are uncontrolled. To put it precisely, till now, I'll put it in very simple terms for you, what we are trying to explain. There are three very great enemies to healthy mind. Can you guess what makes mind unhealthy? So let me see whether you can come up with one out of the three of it. Of course, the certainly stress is a very painful thing. Like Krishna talks it in Gita, there are three great viruses in our mind which cause the mind to suffer, which causes suffering in this world. Actually, it makes us suffer, makes others also suffer. Anybody can guess one of them? Yeah, somebody said that. Yes, somebody said? Thoughts. Who said anger? Anger. But please come. What's her name? Kathy. Kathy. Look you up, class. What's one more? Greed. Greed. Who said greed? Yeah, come here. Yes. Already got one. Okay, give another one. And what's her name? The one who said greed? Chiti said that. Okay, thank you. Somebody else said one more, third one. Last year, who said that? That's correct, yeah, come, you will get a prize. These are the three, all the three answers are leaked out, all of them found out. Huh? That's very good. Trividam narakasyedam dvaram nashanam Kama. Have you good name?
Abhinna.
Abhinna, please give her a sign. These three things he's talking about. Anybody can give me the definition of lust? Lust means the adamant desire for the prohibited things. Things which are not good for you, having adamant desire. Like here we have two children, we will ask them, do you like coffee chocolate? That's it, they're nodding their head. So imagine if your mother is giving you 3-4 gems, will you be happy with that? Ask her. You ask her. Janvi, will you be satisfied if your mother gives you 4 gems, or you want more? Yeah, satisfied. Very rare. When we were small kids, when mother gave 3 or 4 gems, I asked, where is it from? Then she showed a packet. I said, give me the whole packet. After eating the packet, give me one more. So what is this called as? It's called as greed. Until all our tooth are gone, we will not be satisfied. It's called greed. Sorry. So in case the mother wouldn't give me, what do you think I will do? What do you think I will do? If she says, no, you cannot eat so much, it's not good for you. Then we make a big hue and cry, become angry. That means when lust is satisfied, it becomes greed. When lust is not satisfied, it becomes anger due to frustration. So the one bad quality that leads to the other two is actually called lust. Now I told you that means the definition is adamant desire for the prohibited. That is the definition. So you will see that in this world, there are many things that are prohibited for us. Like, do you think people don't know cigarette smoking is injurious to health? People are aware. It's written, statutory warning is written. People know drugs are bad. People know liquor is bad. But they know it is bad, but they can't give it up. They adamantly become attached to it. And they can't give up. And that is actually called lust. Similarly, Ravana was not satisfied with his wife Mandodari. He was adamantly attached to Sita, and then he was destroyed. You see that. So, you have found out all the three: lust, anger, greed. All the three. So, greed means proprietorship mentality. Look at Alexander. He went all around the world. In the age of 29, he conquered practically the whole world. In the age of 32, then he died. You will see that. Yeah, and in the same manner, you will find one country tries to, like for example, Russia is trying to take over Ukraine. So there is a competition between two big countries, Russia and America. We can see that. So there is a desire for proprietorship. Everybody wants to take up as much land as they can, as much influence over other people. That's called greed, we call it. And in the same manner, anger is connected to control. Everybody wants to be servant or master. Everybody wants to be master. Not just master, master of all masters. They want to be boss on a boss, we call it. The moment people want to rule over others and the other person doesn't want to be ruled over, then there is anger. So in this way, lust, anger, greed, these three are the impurities which are found prominently in this world. And those three viruses, if you remove from your mind, you will be the happiest person in the world. And how do we remove it? Therefore, we were singing in the beginning, Hare Krishna mantra we were singing. This mantra is like a virus scanner and virus remover. These three. So you will find that Krishna, although he is showing his Vishwarupa, such a big form he showed, but then he became a child of Vishwada. He wants to be controlled by his devotees. Do you know in this world, when do you like to be controlled by somebody? That is, none of us like to be controlled. Do you agree? Do you like to be controlled by somebody? But there is one situation in which you don't mind being controlled. Anybody can guess when? Think about it. You would like to be controlled at any time or never do you like to be controlled? Any of you? Yeah. Someone was answering. I couldn't hear it well. Please again. Yeah? Yeah? What did you say? Hospital. Oh, hospital bed. That you don't want to be controlled, but you're forcibly controlled. Okay? But you're forced to lie in the bed for some time, especially somebody has COVID or something. Okay. Any other answer? Okay, let us assume that you are not unhealthy, you are healthy. Still, you like to be controlled in one occasion. Okay, I'll ask you a simple question. See, a father and small boy, his son, they both have a fight with a stick. They both are taking a stick and fighting. Who will win in the battle between father and son? Son will win or father will win? Okay, how many of you say father? Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are saying. How many of you say son will win? Oh, good number of hands. Then I think you understand the answer to my question, I think, right? That means why the father gets defeated by the son. The father agrees to be chased by the son and, son knocks the father down, sits on his back and says, oh, father, I have defeated you. Why the father agrees to be defeated? Have you ever seen any father slapping and beating and punching and pounding his son and kicking his son down his feet and saying, I have defeated you, my son? Will any father do that? No sane father will do that. Although father is powerful, he likes to be controlled by his son. Out of? Who said that? First love, who said that? They'll get a prize. 2, 3 people said that. Huh? Who said that? Please raise the hand. That's the correct answer. Yeah, please come. Take. What's the name? Shubham. Shubham gets the prize. So, yes, that's true. So then now you understand the subject well. Now I proceed to the second subject, Dharma. And anybody knows the meaning of the word Dharma? Anybody knows what is the word Dharma means? Yes? How many of you heard the word Dharma? You know Dharma? Yeah, what is the meaning of that? Yeah? Okay, Dharma means justice, they are saying. Okay. Somebody is saying morality. Okay. Actually, Dharma means innate nature of a substance. It's called Dharma. Like nature of water is to be liquid. Nature of salt is to be salty. Nature of sugar is to be sweet. Similarly, what is the nature of the spirit? Or what is your nature? If you very deeply think, you are coming to the point here. That's what I have written here. You will see, look at this picture here. The shopkeeper is serving the customers. Similarly, old man, his wife and sons are all abroad and he is alone. He's feeling bored. So he's getting a puppy dog and he's serving a puppy dog. You can see that. The mother is serving her son, a small boy. In this world, everybody you will see they're entering some service to somebody. You're seeing that? Similarly, here you see this picture. Everybody is expressing love towards somebody. You express love towards friends or towards the children. Even a tiger shows love towards the cub. That means the innate nature of every living being is to love and to serve. These two characteristics. So, not only in this world we all love and serve, we also don't like fake love. We are looking for genuine love. Like sometimes you see in India, especially I have experience. When you go to the station, either it is auto rickshaw wala will come and ask you for the luggage. I will take your luggage. Come in my rickshaw. The whole idea is not that he want to serve you. He want to loot you. Is it not true? Is that real love or fake love? It's fake love. Similarly, a vendor is selling some bhaji or pakoda or something like that in the train. It's smelling very nice. But you eat it, you get stomachache. Why? Because he is used to recycled oil. So is he loving you or loving your pocket? He loves your pocket or loves your heart? He just wants to make money out of it. That's all. Whereas when you go home and the mother makes something, she will never make anything harmful to you. She will put the best ingredients in that. And therefore, all of us in this world, we are looking for genuine love. And that's the reason we rush back to home. Because we feel that mother, anything mother gives you, you can close your eyes and eat it. Because you know it will never harm you. She is giving out of genuine love. So the whole world is looking for genuine love and genuine service. Okay, let us assume that you all finish your studies and then you get placed in a job. When you go to the company, why do you go to company? Is it because you love the boss you want to serve? Because you get a paycheck at the end of the month. When paycheck stops, service will stop also. Not only that, in the company when you go to do work, the employee thinks that I will work less and make more money. And the employer thinks I will give him less money and get more work done. So both are thinking about exploiting one another in that service. But the genuine service at home, you will see. Imagine if your parents are coming tomorrow to America to meet you. When you see them in the airport, you will lift the luggage and they are not going to give you any cooling charges for that. You are going to lift the luggage, even though it may be heavy for you. So therefore, we are looking for genuine service and genuine love in this world. But although we may have genuine love and service within a family, that does not last beyond 70, 80, 90, 100 years max. And that love is terminated because the spirit soul leaves one family and goes to another family. How many of you have heard about reincarnation? You know about reincarnation? You know about it? Yeah, reincarnation means you leave one family and go to another. Sometimes we take a human body, sometimes even animal body, sometimes bird's body also. We change. And therefore, we have a question, where should we repose our loving propensity? So, let us see here. See, here is the example of rusting love. You know about Karna and Shalya and the battle of Kurukshetra? They had a sweet relationship or a very unpleasant relationship. What do you think? Any of you know about Karna and Shalya? Karna was on Kaurava's side and Shalya was his charioteer. So Shalya was giving an idea to Karna, who was about to fight the battle. Karna, you are aiming at Arjuna. Don't aim at the neck. Aim at his chest, he said. Because if Arjuna moves this way, that way, the neck will be missed. So aim at the chest, he said. And Karna told Shalya, hey, you are my charioteer. Who want you to give me suggestion? Shut up your mouth, he said. So when Shalya heard it, he felt very offended. He said, you see, I am not your charioteer. Duryodhana requested me to be your charioteer, I accepted. Remember, I am also king of Madras. I can drive my own chariot. Because you have insulted me, I am leaving the battle. I am going over. That kind of rusting relationship. You know what is rust? When you keep a knife on the table for a week without using it, it rusts. Similarly, relationships can rust also. That relationship was rusting. Look at the opposite side here. The trusting relationship between Krishna and Arjuna. When the arrow came, it was a Nagastra. It came and Krishna saw it coming towards the neck of Arjuna. Krishna pushed the chariot down by 1 foot. And the arrow took away the helmet, mukut of Arjuna. When the mukut fell to the ground, it was studded with diamonds. They all got scattered away. Arjuna looked at Krishna and said, hey, Krishna, drive the chariot properly. Otherwise, my mukut has fallen down. Everybody will laugh at me. Krishna said, your head was to be fallen. Because I pushed it down, only your helmet flew off. And hearing that, Arjuna became very grateful. And he thanked Krishna and said, I don't even know what's happening around me. You're protecting me at every moment. So that love became even more deeper. So on the Karna Shalya side, it was a rusting relation. And Krishna Arjuna's side, it was a trusting relation. Correct? Similarly, here you see, how many of you know about Drona and Drupada? Anybody can tell, narrate this? You'll get a special prize if you narrate this. Anybody knows Drona and Drupada? If somebody is raising, yeah, I can give it to her.
They were friends.
Yeah, in the Gurukul days, they were friends. Yeah, correct. That's true. And then what happened after that? They were friends.
They turned into enemies.
How did they turn into enemies? You know the background?
Yeah, because Drupad thought that Drona was not up to his level and he doesn't deserve to be his friend.
Yeah.
So he mistreated him,
Yes.
which did not went well with Drona.
Correct.
And as a revenge, he was like, I will be back and I will take revenge from you.
Yes. You're
So
right, yeah.
he fought
Yeah.
back.
One addition to what she said just now. In the Gurukul days, Drupada promised Drona that when I become king, I'll give you half my kingdom. They told him. And later on, Drona went to Drupada's court. You said you will give me half the kingdom, but can you give me now? But then Drona felt prestige issue. I am a great king, and he is just a poor Brahmin beggar. I don't want him to even come inside my palace. He told his ministers, just give him some charity and send him off. But then he came in, and when he was insulted like this, the king told him, friendship can only be among royals. You are a poor Brahmin, I am a great king. Don't insult me, the public gets lost. So then they became sworn enemies actually after that. And then they were both taking revenge against each other. So lasting relationship. Very good. So let's give her a prize. What's her name? Let's take this.
Anishma.
Yeah. You are a big applause. You covered most of it. Thank you. Thank you. On the other hand, you have trusting relationship between Krishna and Sudama. See, they were also Gurukul friends, correct? But later on, when Sudama came to Dwaraka to meet his friend Krishna, Krishna was king of Dwaraka. Still you all see in the picture, you see, how he welcomed Sudama. How many of you know this, Sudama? You know about Sudama? Yeah. Isn't it Krishna welcomed him, watched his feet, gave him nice words, treated him so warmly. That was a trusting relationship. So what are you looking for in life? Rusting or trusting? Yeah? You want a trusting relationship, right? Therefore, I gave you a couple of examples for that. So our nature is to love and serve God like you find Arjuna or Sudama doing. But when you forget him, then we are engaged in temporary false relationship. See? You all can pay attention, please. My humble request to you. I'm not going to take much longer. Just another 10 minutes, I'll finish it, okay? Yeah. I'm sorry if I have delayed you very much. We started a bit later. See, when we forget our relationship with God, then we are spouse-centered, or family-centered, or money center, or work center, position center, pleasure center, friend or enemy center, top center. Everybody is having different top centers. They have forgotten about natural beauty to God. So, where does the soul come from? The scriptures say that originally we belong to a spiritual plane. From there we have come to material plane. See, water is pure when it comes from the sky. When it touches the ground, it becomes muddy. Like that, when we came to this world, we have become spoiled by this lust, anger, greed, which you all said before. And due to this, we are repeatedly moving into different bodies. These bodies are all awarded to us to become purified eventually. But in the spiritual world, you can say how wonderful place it is. How much every living being is respected, you will see that.
Hey, what do you want, my fine feathered friends?
See, here, Lord Krishna is respecting even a peacock. He's asking peacock, what do you want me to do for you? See, yes, generally a superior person will demand a subordinate person, do this for me. Whereas here Krishna is asking, what can I do for you? He's asking.
I see. What shall I play then?
So he's asking, what tune can I play for you? He's giving the choice. That means spiritual world, not only everybody is respected, but they are also given choices. You can make a choice.
Excellent choice.
So when the parrot chose and the peacock chose a particular tune, he appreciated also. In spiritual world, everybody is appreciated. Even though he may be insignificant apparently, we are offered the opportunity to choose. Although God is supreme, he becomes subordinate to his loving devotee. And then he is going to play the tune now.
You are as gracious as you are beautiful. I will wear it with honor.
So the peacock thought that we should give him something. He played for us. So they thought the peacock feather is insignificant gift. They thought like that. But then he wanted to show them how much he valued it. So what he did? He put it on his head to show how much he values that gift. So in this way, the spiritual world is a place where you are valued, you are respected, you are given the choice, you are appreciated, you are made to feel wanted and loved and cared. And material world is just the opposite. Here, nobody is interested in you. In this world, you will see that everybody is selfishly oriented. What is in it for me? WIIF from the call it. Everybody is thinking only about that. So it's very rare in this world. But at home, you get some kind of trusting relationship, but that's also very short-lived. It's not permanent. Therefore, you will see there's the real marble and there's the fake marble. You see? Similarly, there is a real currency note, there is a fake currency note. Similarly, a real mango, that's a plastic mango. There's a real beauty and there is material beauty in this one. You will see that. So, the spiritual world, the beauty is eternal, everlasting, imperishable. Even the Hollywood, Bollywood actors and actresses were extremely beautiful to look at the moment. When they become 70, 80, their beauty is gone. Tooth are gone, one out, two out, three out, all out. They go. Therefore, that is the difference between spiritual and material world. When the soul leaves the spiritual world, comes to the material world. When he's trapped in the material body, and he thinks himself the enjoy and he suffers in this world. Yeah, and then he gets into all kinds of bad habits. Yeah, and he suffers very terribly. So therefore, so choose your road today. This is the last one, divine and demoniac. There are two roads in your life. One is the eat, drink, and be merry road. And another one is look before you leave. See here, there are two people. This is Vasudev. This is Kamsa. So anybody knows who can explain this picture if you have heard it? this pastime? Anybody knows? You know, I know, Janavi knows. I want some student to explain. Anybody, if you raise the hand. Who is lifting the sword and who is stopping and why is that lady below with folded palm? Who is that? Anybody would like to say? Yeah. So we'll give you a clue. Jana, we give them a clue, they will pick up. Give them a clue.
Kat's sister.
So she has given one character in this. Kamsa, she has said. Okay. Anybody want to give a try? Please give it. Somebody is doing that. Who is that? Raise the hand. Michael, come to you. Michael, come here into the mic. What's your name? Rishabh. Rishabh is going to tell us.
It's the time when Akashvani happened.
Correct. Yeah. So you can tell them the whole scene, yeah?
Actually, at this moment of time, like Akashvani happened,
Yeah.
like the eighth son of Devaki who would kill Krishna or Kansa.
Yeah.
So Kans, he took his sword and he said that I'll kill Devaki here only.
Correct.
And this is the moment when his father is trying to stop him.
Exactly. Give him an applause. So, Kamsa and Devaki are brother and sister. So, he is taking his sister in the occasion of marriage, making her sit behind and he's driving the chariot to show the world how much I love my sister. But the moment he heard that in the sound in the sky, he became ready to even kill his sister. Please come, we'll give him a gift. Rishabh. Exactly, he pointed. Very good. So, after that, Devaki, let's give him a round of applause for him. So, this who is divine, who is demoniac? Vasudeva is divine. And Kamsa is demoniac. And all of you, you have a valuable lesson learned from this one episode. I'll tell you what. In your life, sometime or other, you are going to face fight or flight situation. You know what is fight or flight situation? Say tomorrow you join a company and the boss makes you work for 16 hours a day. You are very angry with your boss. You want to punch on his nose. If you punch on his nose, you will be fired from the job. And if you quit the job and go home, wife will catch you. She will say you can't leave the job. It's called a fight or flight. If you fight with the boss, you will lose the job. If you flight means if you run away from the job, then wife will say, how can you be jobless? So this is a fight or flight situation. You agree? In the same manner, if a girl gets married and goes to her in-laws' house, she thinks in her mind, oh, this mother-in-law is not like my mother. So she is much different. I don't like it. She wants to run away to her parents' home. But in India, many parents will tell the girl that, no, you can't be with us for a long time. You go. You are married there, you should go there. So if she runs away from in-laws' house, parents won't be happy. If she stays in in-laws' house, she will feel like fighting with mother-in-law, but she cannot fight. Mother-in-law should become mother-in-law, which is not very easy. So in this way, all of us face fight or flight situation in our life. So Vasudeva also faced that. Imagine when Kamsa lifted the sword, did Vasudeva run away? If he leaves his wife and runs away, his wife will be killed by Kamsa. And if he took a sword in the hand, then all the Kamsa's men will arrest him. Then they will kill Devaki first, and then he will be killed also. So you know what he did? Intelligently, he thought very deeply about this. He didn't run away, he didn't fight. He told Kamsa, wait a minute, don't kill her. She's not the cause of your death. Her eighth child only is going to be the cause of the death. I'll give you all the children, don't worry. Then Kamsa became peaceful. So in this way, he tackled the situation. So Kamsa is an example of a demoniac person and Vasudeva is a divine person. So here you have to distinguish between the two, divine and demoniac. See here, demoniac means rebels against God's laws. On the other hand, divine is obedient to God's laws. Demoniac are selfishly concerned. Divine are selfless. Demoniac would think, I have achieved my power. By my own power, I have achieved everything in life. They think. Divine people consider everything as given by God. So I'll give an example of Duryodhana and Yudhishthira also. Okay. So, just as here you see, there is a orphan child, on the other side you find a father and son together, happy child. Similarly, Arjuna was initially unhappy, but eventually by Krishna's teaching he became very happy. On the other hand, the world is unhappy because of turning away from the Supreme Father. So, you heard the saying, prayers go up, blessings come down. So here is Draupadi praying to Krishna for help, and she did get help. So here is another example of a fruit vendor lady offering all the fruits to carry to Krishna, and Krishna's glance brought her immediately, gold and silver and diamond and everything, just by mere glance. So last part of it is talking about the chanting. There are 4 ages. Anybody knows Satya Yuga? I have shown here. Anybody knows the other 3 ages? You can raise a hand. Anybody? Satya Yuga. One of them was found out Dwapara Yuga. And then Treta Yuga. Kali Yuga. Who said that Treta Yuga? Who said that? He said Treta Yuga. And then Kali Yuga, who said that? Okay. And then Dwapara Yuga, who said that? So those who didn't get this prize till now, please come. We'll give you. You found out all the 4 now. Please come. Come. That's a good name. Deepa, give him applause. Deepa. Your good name? Soham. Soham, give him applause. So, in Satya Yuga, what was the process? See here, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga. In Satya Yuga, the process was meditation. Dhruva also was in Satya Yuga, he was meditating in the forest. And Treta Yuga, the process was expensive sacrifices. And Kali Yuga, the process was elaborate, huge temple worship. In Tamil Nadu, there is one Tanjai Periya Koil. It was built in 300 years, can you imagine? One king and his son, and they all built it in many years. Whereas now in Kali Yuga, this is the only thing you need to do, chanting of the holy name. Like we have these beads, 3 times we will chant the mantra. Now you all know the mantra, right? Hare Krishna. Together we will chant, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So like this, if you chant 108 times, if you don't have mala with you, can chant with the finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again 1, 2. So when you finish 10, you move one finger like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you make it 5 fingers, 50. Again release 5 fingers, 50, 100, and then 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can sit in a park and chant also. Anywhere. In your college. Anytime you are extremely becoming angry or greedy or lusty, anytime. You want to calm your mind, immediately sit and chant. You're feeling great tension or you're feeling fear. Just sit and chant any time of the day. Try to chant this. Try for a week. 108 times to chant takes you 10 minutes only. You see, all religions talk about it. See, Christ also talks about our Father who thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. He says. Similarly, Guru Nanak also says, in the Ambrosia hours in the morning, I meditate on the grace of the true name, Satnam. Muslims also chant Allah's name. You all can come a little bit in the front. There are people are waiting outside, they have no place to come. And the Buddhists also, Namo Abhida Bhutsu, they also chant. In Sanatana Dharma also there is the chanting mantra. See, man means the mind, tra means freedom. Mantra means you get freedom from all the troubles of your mind. That's the meaning of mantra. So, yes, you are concluding now. You have finished. See, this is a mantra I showed you. Through mantra meditation, many doctors, there is a Harvard University research also on the Hare Krishna mantra meditation. There is also Dr. David Brandwell. Okay, so this is my email address. If you wish, you can note down. You're welcome to write questions to me. And you will get a reply in about a week or so. Okay? Can we sing 5 minutes? The same manner I'm trying to be the movement of it. Only I would like to hear you all saying behind loudly, okay? So I'll put the mantra. Yeah. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna. If you'd like to ask any questions, you're most welcome to ask questions. Does anyone have any questions to ask with regards to the topic that was presented today? So we have a few minutes as Omkar sets up, and we are going to discuss about the activities. We have 5 minutes for discussing question and answers. Please feel free to ask.
Give the mic.
You can tell your name and you ask the question.
I'm Vishaka. I would just like to know what Hare means. Like,
Actually, people ask whether God is masculine or feminine. People ask. So God has both aspects, masculine and feminine aspects. So we call us Lakshmi Narayana, Radha Krishna, and Sita Ram. So Hara is the feminine aspect. So when you say Hare Krishna means Radha and Krishna. When it is Rama, it is Sita and Ram. And also we go to the Supreme Father. We go to the Supreme Father through the mother only. Because mother is considered to be more compassionate than the father. Sometimes father is very angry, but mother is very soft natured. So therefore we call her name first and beg her to introduce us to the Supreme Father. Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah? Any of you?
Any other questions on the topic today? If not from the topic yet, any other questions are also fine in the context of spirituality, in the context of chanting, in terms of meditation. You're most welcome to ask.
I spoke on this topic today because we are celebrating the Janmashtami festival. Otherwise, yesterday I was speaking on the topic of positive mental attitude. We had that yesterday night. We had that. So, if you go to my channel Radheshyam Das, you will find the behavioral science for youth. There is one playlist you will find. There you find about 100 lectures you will find similar to the topics. Like it will help you in your professional life at the same time. It is all based on the wisdom literatures like Gita, Mahabharata, and things like that. You can see that's so I live in India, Pune, but I come here to West 2 times a year. I come in April, May, and I come in September, October. So I go to various universities in the US. I come as a global duty officer to West for youth outreach. So we have been doing this kind of welcome program for the students coming into the country. Many of you believe you come for the first year, I believe. How many of you are coming to first year? You're joining just now. Good now, yeah, thank you. So thank you for coming to the temple, and this is like a home. Anytime you can come, you're welcome here. Come for darshan. Now in few minutes darshan will open, right? I'll do open, yeah. 8 o'clock they open. Actually, we have a weekend yoga retreat about which Omkar will explain to you now. Yeah.
So thank you everyone for coming to ISKCON Boston Temple. My name is Omkar. I am a student at Northeastern. I think many of you are also. So I'll just introduce briefly the activities that we have here. So we have many youths connected to the temple, and we do many activities. In fact, this is the ISKCON Boston Youth Services. This is the name of our club. So coming to the motto, every society needs role models to emulate, and the motto of ISKCON Boston Youth Services is to create such individuals who can excel in their personal and professional lives. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, "Yad yad achar